guys, we were just getting out here to the first spot. Blue Jays brought me to a little secret honey hole out here around the house, but there's nobody else out here, so that is a good thing. Beautiful skies here in Michigan today, but before we start fishing, I wanted to quickly show you my setup that I'm going to be using today. With this blue skies and being hot, I figured the jig would work perfect, but I'm throwing it on a Lew's rod. It's a Lew's Team Lew's Custom Pro Speed Stick, the ledge and swim bait rod, and it's a 7.6 medium heavy. That's typically what I like to use, the 7.6 medium heavy, and I got it paired up with the KVD Lew's speed spool, and I really like this setup right here. I catch a ton of largemouth and smallmouth on this setup, but throwing that Guggen Squad jig, I think it's the little juice jig, it's just green pumpkin, and I got it paired up with a bandito bug. So it's beautiful out here today, guys. Hopefully me and Blue Jays can hook up onto a couple fish, and if you guys aren't already subscribed, go hit that subscribe button for me. I really appreciate it. Help me hit 21,000 subscribers, but hopefully me and Blue Jays can get on a couple fish today, and we will see you guys here in a sec on the GoPro. Well, there's a ton of bluegills in here. We're just cruising around the edges right now. It's super shallow water in here, but in the middle it's a really deep bowl, I think. But if there's a million bluegills in here, that means those bass are chowing down, getting super thick. Blue Jays has caught some freaking monsters in here. If you're not subscribed to him, make sure to go subscribe to Blue Jays Outdoors. Help him get 1,000 subscribers. But we do a ton of filming together. Super nice out here today, guys. There's a million bluegill beds too. I've probably already seen over 1,000 bluegills, perch and crappies too, so there's gotta be some freaking monster bass in here. We already seen actually like a 5-pounder just cruising in this shallow water a second ago. I might pick up my Guggen Squad filthy frog, check that around a little. Maybe I'll catch my first frog fish of the year.
If there is, they have a fucking smorgasbord.
Probably some monster bullfrogs in here.
Yeah. You're more frogs than here.
Fish.
That's the giants we're looking for.
Yeah, it is. I felt him nibbling though. Heck yeah. Got the skunk out of the boat, that's for sure. First fish out here on the lake. Me and Blue Jays just got out here about 10 minutes ago. We've already seen a couple huge bass cruising this shallow water, but we're fishing this little secret lake around the area. I've never been here, but Blue Jays has been here a couple different times. I'm throwing this Guggen Squad jig paired up with the bandito bug, and it catches them, guys. Mondo.
So we're fishing the Lake of Giants, I call it. Dylan caught an absolute giant, and I've just now caught an absolute giant as well. Look at the size of this one, folks. Absolute mondo. It's a huge wall hanger. I guess it's all based on perspective. But yeah, it's nice to get out here and catch a few. There's some giants in this lake, but we're just fishing a really small public lake here in Michigan. So see if we can't find some big ones, but we'll find some bigger ones. Just a little guy. Bye-bye.
What?
I want line, dude. Some big old girls in here.
I like them thick.
I was thinking about bringing pants.
Yeah.
Almost what I need to stand the lily pads and like fish to it.
Yeah.
What? You need to be fucking them.
Yeah. Dang, there's fish everywhere you look. Yeah.
No, because the slab line comes with the syrup, so there's nothing.
Fish.
Got him? Oh, that's a nice nice one.
Yeah, it is.
Heck yeah, well, that's a tank, dude. That's a tank. Nice work.
Fish on. Hangy frickin'. Alright guys, first nice bass in the little lake that we're fishing. Oh, he's trying to jump too. Just throwing that jig right along this little drop off right here. And I just let it sink down there right on that ledge right there. And through the Guggen baits, I think it's a little jig or little juice jig. But he definitely choked it, guys. He wanted it. Beautiful largemouth bass, probably like a 3.5 pounder. But it's beautiful out here, guys. Super sunny, blue skies. And that is a perfect time to just crawl a jig right along bottom. So that's 2 fish on the Guggen Squad jig already. So it works, guys. Go check them out on GuggenSquad.com. Order yourself some, but I'm gonna get a quick picture real quick and put him back. So what I'm doing with this jig, guys, just casting out right along this steep drop off. There's a bunch of weeds in here too, but there's also a million bluegill. But I'm just casting out, letting it sink to the bottom. I don't really know how deep it is right here. I don't have a depth finder, but probably at least 10 to 15 feet. It's pretty steep right here, but I'm throwing right along the drop off and then just dragging this jig or popping it in. Jigs are a great way to catch big fish, guys. It seems like every time I pick up the jig, I catch one big one. Usually this time of year too. Jigs are key lures to catch big bass. Usually in tournaments, the jig is like my go-to bait.
There's a walleye.
Walleye.
See him?
Holy crap, that's a monster.
That's a big walleye.
Yeah.
Holy, sorry, I was like, I've never seen a walleye in here.
Yeah.
How in the world did a walleye get in here?
Someone must have put it in here or something.
That was
That was at least a 5 pounder.
Holy buckets.
Dang. Yeah, but we're just working around the banks right now, seeing all kinds of fish. He just spotted a huge walleye. That was crazy. But we've seen perch, crappie, bluegills, bass. No pike yet. I don't know if there's pike in here. But he's whipping out the pink filthy frog. It's the go-to bait for up north. He's the master. Fish on. Yeah. Look at that stump down. What is that?
It's a bass.
That's a smallmouth.
No, that's a largemouth.
No, that's like a 7 pounder probably. Yeah. Go forward a little. That's a freaking monster.
Where's he at?
Right there. Oh my gosh, that's a freaking monster.
Cast that jig up and he's chasing that bass.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
That is a freaking toad. Oh, there he goes.
Where's he?
That way. Yeah, that way. Holy crap. That was a 7 all day.
There's giants in here, man. He was chasing your bass.
Yeah, he was. Oh.
What, you get stung a bit?
Something bit me. Oh.
That was a tank. They're in here, man, I swear.
I believe you.
Yeah, now you've seen them.
Dang, something bit me in the leg right here.
His license good. I hooked a bass on a worm, and no joke, it was probably a bass that big, and another bass ate it. So I was reeling it in, and all of a sudden I just seen the bass get eaten.
Yeah.
And I opened the bail, and Travis was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Dude, that bass just got eaten by another bass." He says, "No way." I'm like, "Dude, look at my line," and the line just goes.
Did you lose it?
I did. I didn't set the hook. I just started reeling.
Yeah.
And the fish came out of the water, dude, and his mouth was like that, and then the bass came out, and you could see where the bass's scales were getting pulled off from being in that bass's throat.
Dang.
Like that.
I almost want to throw a clickbait now. Something reeling it. Seems like he was chasing it. Damn, that was a monster.
Yeah, that'd have been, that might have been your PB.
Yeah, maybe. Damn.
All right, so we're back here fishing these lily pads, and I'm basically working this Cinco like a topwater bait, and I'm really, I I'm asking for trouble because I'm using this little itty bitty 12-pound fluorocarbon leader on a worm casting way back in the lily pads, but these little guys are fun to catch. It's almost like topwater fishing, but with a Senko. So
No matter the size, they're fun.
yeah, they're all fun to catch. So I think it's number 5 maybe, but yeah, still fun to catch regardless of how big or how small they are.
Dang, there's a big one. There's a big one. See him? He's on that bed or something. I looked away. Is he still right there? Oh, yeah, there he is.
Oh, my worm.
You can cast on there. Yeah, see him now?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I was just burning this Senko across the top of the water. This pink Senko, second cast with a pink Senko. And this absolute John Doe, this John Boat Mondo is what Dylan and I are calling these. Choke that thing. So, land of the giants, guys. You gotta get up to these small little lakes, catch these giant largemouth bass. So, they're always fun to catch. I don't care what anybody says, even the little ones. I have to get a picture of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long trek for them, too.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you're kind of halfway in between, right?
Yeah.
I know, guys. These bass are absolutely insane. Look at how big these bass are in here. You've got to check out some of these small ponds this time of year. Pre-spawn, post-spawn, whatever it might be, but guys, they're just fun to catch. I don't care what the size, they're just really fun to fight. So, again, just using a 3/0 Kamagatsu offset red worm hook with a pink and green Senko, Gary Yamamoto Senko. So, yeah, it's just fun to catch.
Works.
All right. Back in the water. Like I'm breaking down all my frog rods set up. That's one I made last winter. Another John Doe. That's right, folks. Absolute John Boat Mondo on the pink Senko. Even pink Senkos work. Why aren't you guys throwing pink chatterbaits or pink swim jigs or pink frogs? I even catch bass on pink Senkos. See, look at this. Pink and green. It's a really cool color. Bass love pink. If you're not throwing pink, if I didn't convince you to throw pink yet, I'm sorry. That just leaves more fish for Dylan and I. So, again, they're all fun to catch. Not a giant, obviously, but still fun. So, until next time, buddy.